So welcome. And my name is Lawrence, and I'm from Evanston, born and raised. And I've been teaching here at Heaven Meets Earth for a couple of years now. And I've been teaching Kundalini Yoga for 8 in the city proper. Let's pull the bones up underneath ourselves and root to rise. Align the spine, lift the heart, draw the chin inward, lengthening the back of the neck. Release, relax the shoulder blades down, back, chest is wide. And connect with the lungs, diaphragm, and the navel, inhaling expansively, exhaling relaxedly. Rub the palms. Keep the breath moving, moving in you, moving you. And then press the palms firmly at heart center. Tuck the thumbs up and in against the sternum, notch at the chest where they fit perfectly. Relax the tongue to the roof of the mouth. You may relax the eyes closed and focus at the brow point. And in a moment here, we'll tune in with the sounds Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om is infinite creative consciousness. Namo, bowing to this. Guru Dev Namo, this within myself. As a teacher, as a light, the soul, I bow to this in all. We'll chant it 3 times. Let's take a breath. Let it go. And this breath to tune in. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. And a sacred breath of life for your sacred life and any purpose, prayer you want to bring to it at this moment in time, your practice this morning, just for the cycle of time, the season, stepping into spring. And when you're ready, let that breath go. So a very simple Kriya, a yoga set. Kriya means practice. And so we work with those in Kundalini Yoga. It's like a sequence of exercises for a purpose. The purpose of this Kriya is to awaken the 10 yogic bodies. So really just to activate, of course, the physical body, which we are and work with, but then also more energetic, subtle bodies, and then also the balance of the 3 minds: positive, creative, negative, protective, and neutral, meditative. So we can begin on our backs for the first asana, first posture, the first exercise. And it's really important here on our backs that we set the lower spine, the lower back to the floor. So sometimes it curves up and isn't really rooted. So here it's helpful for me, and I teach students to hug the knees into the chest and rock forward, back, and around the 4 joints, the hips, the shoulders, and then raise the head. Switch directions real quick. And then here we're going to do the first asana known as stretch pose. It's actually one of the more challenging exercises. We straighten the legs out, feet are about a foot off the floor, And then we draw the arms forward, palms face. Here we begin a pranayama, breath control, called breath of fire. It's helpful if you're new to the practice to stick the tongue out and pant like a dog on a hot summer's day. And then with every exhale, pump the belly into the spine. Rapid rhythmic breath. And when you feel like you have the rhythm, stick the tongue back in the mouth, continue in and out through the nose. Already halfway, keep pointing the toes, stretching the legs straight, chin to the chest, and like a string is drawing the head back. Engage your core, 20 seconds. Last few. Now to end, exhale. Inhale, hold the posture for a moment. And exhale to let go. And radiate and circulate your breathing from your belly. Expanding it like a balloon and inflating it as you breathe. Relax the nerves behind the eyes. Find a brief moment of rest here. Next pose is a little more accessible for most, and still working with that same breath. We'll hug the knees into the chest, and we'll lift the nose up between the knees, curling up tightly, hugging the knees into a ball. Here, inhale again for the breath of fire. Rest the tip of the tongue on the roof of the mouth. Triangulate the two eyes at the third eye, the brow point, in between the eyebrows and to the center of the brain. All the exercises this morning will be 1 minute, roughly. And these first three exercises, this being the second, we'll be doing the breath of fire to activate the system. So these final 30 seconds, really go for it. Breathe powerfully, pumping the belly like the bellows with every exhale. And the inhale follows the momentum from the force of exhalation. Your own breath rhythm, keep up, keep hugging up, curling up tightly. Power of the breath comes from its steady rhythm. Last few moments. And exhale. Inhale, hug up for a moment. And exhale, rest. So we work with exertion, exertion, and then rest, relaxation, pressure and release in this practice. Take a few breaths. Consciously circulating your prana, your life force, on the breath. And hug the knees in close. And rock forward and back along the length of the spine. And come up to a comfortable cross-legged posture, Sukhasana. Final exercise with the breath of fire. Arms rise up to 60 degrees, best you can, not bending the elbow. Again, just here for 1 minute. And we curl the fingers into the pads of the palms like that, tightly, like the circuitry of the hands. And then the thumbs stretch up and away. So fingers are curled in like that, yeah. Here, best you can, release the shoulder blades down the back, keeping the arms stretched straight at 60 degrees from the heart. Draw the chin in, lift the heart, and a deep breath for the breath of fire, 1 minute. Piercing third eye gaze. With every cycle of breath, you can silently meditate on the mantra Satnaam, Satnaam. Sat is truth, Nam identity. This posture is known as aura charge and ego eradicator. Halfway, so you're plugging up into your auric electromagnetic heart field, working the arms, hands, you're working the heart, and you're challenging the body system, particularly the nervous and endocrine system we work with in Kundalini Yoga. And so the mind body gets irritated here, so it's known as ego eradicator. Last few moments, powerful breath, pumping the belly, discover your third eye, neutral meditative mind. Exhale, inhale to connect the thumbs, stretch the arms and spine straight. Settle into your seat, hold the breath for a moment, and here tone the perineum, applying root lock, mula bandha, as though holding, going to the bathroom, applying a kegel. Inhale a little more. To exhale, release the pressure, and slowly sweep the arms through the auric field. Ground the fingertips to the earth. Take a deep breath. As you let it go, bring the hands to Gyan Mudra, index fingers and thumbs lightly touching, palms up atop the knees, arms like a tripod for the heart and the head. And long deep breaths, gentle focus at the brow. Couple more breaths. Notice where you can relax, relieve any tension. And a deep breath. And let it go. And we'll stretch the legs out and wide, with the feet pointing up, toes up. This is a life nerve stretch, sciatic nerve stretch along the backs of the legs, hamstrings, longest nerve in the body. Also the back, spine, arms here. Inhaling up, and then turning to the left, exhaling, hinging from the hips, heart and then the head, fold forward and over. Inhale to rise, turn to the right, exhale, fold. Inhale back up, turn, exhale down. Inhaling the mantra Sat, exhaling Nam, moving with the breath, keeping the alignment in the spinal column as you fold. Looks good, keep up. Breathing along and through the backs of the legs, back, spine. Breathing with the belly. Unless otherwise specified, we are invited to breathe in and out through the nostrils, if that works for you. This works two main meridian pathways, nasal passages, and channels of the spinal column and the balance of the hemispheres of the brain. Halfway, stretch a little further, breathe a little deeper. Inhale to rise. Exhale, fold forward and down. Bring the hands to either foot. If you're reaching the shins, just hold there. Inhale through the center. Exhale, bending the elbows, drawing yourself down, holding the hands in one position, keeping them held there. Inhaling up, exhaling down, bouncing buoyantly with the breath, with the mantra, Sat. So the movement, the mantra, and the breath, the body, the mind, and the spirit, all working in sync. Leading with the hips and the heart, head last. Again, even just a very subtle, slight movement. Last few cycles. And inhale to rise. And apply Mula Bandha, root lock, toning the perineum, drawing in and raising the sacrum, and pulling the navel into the spine. Inhale a little more. 2, exhale, release. Gently move back to Sukhasana, comfortably cross-legged, happy pose. Yogis call it happy pose because they're happy that they can sit still. This is one of the postures where when we stretch, when we practice yoga, and we're able to find comfort and stillness here. We will be here for actually just this one first pose, and then we'll move up onto our heels, different meditative posture. Here and also in the next pose, we're going to be doing a spinal flex. Hands are to the shins or the ankles for leverage. Inhaling, flexing the navel forward, the heart upward. Exhaling, rounding the spine back. Keeping the chin level with the floor, so the back of the neck is lengthened. It's a clear channel from the head to the base of the spine. And you're moving from the base along the sit bones like railroad tracks forward and back. Flexing the pelvic floor, flexing the navel, heart, breath, and spine. Seamlessly moving and breathing. Tip of the tongue, roof of the mouth, connecting with the meridians there that connect direct to the brain, and the channel along the front of the body that ends at the roof of the mouth, and the channel along the center line of the back that ends over the head at the roof of the mouth. That's the microcosmic orbit. Orbit. Halfway, stretch, breathe. Last few cycles. Inhale to come vertical. Suspend the breath. Suspend your focus to your brow point and consciously contract rectum, sex organ, and the navel in that order. No energy. Down or out. Draw up, pull in, inhale more. Exhale, release. And again, Gyan Mudra for a moment. Synthesizing your energy, your breath. And inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And now we'll move to rise up atop the heels. Knees and tops of the feet to the floor, if that's comfortable for you. And you can, use the blanket like that. Also pillows between the butt and the heels or the tops of the feet and the floor. And if this is uncomfortable for you, then you can just remain in Sukhasana. Here we'll have the palms down atop the thighs for the same movement of spinal flex. But being that we're on your heels, now we're working more the solar plexus and the mid spine, whereas before it was the lower spine. So see if you can notice that nuance in the movement exercise.
I think that would be long. I'm still in physical therapy, so I have certain movements that I might have to adjust.
Yeah, please, as you know, as you feel. Do you need me to get a pillow, a cushion, or anything?
Let's see. I think I'm okay.
Okay. So then, it's like this with the palms down.
Maybe I will. I am. I would probably. Would another one be okay?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I think that one's too big.
That one's like pretty soft. The one I gave you.
Oh, this one's
Yeah. Stretching the spine. Each vertebrae about halfway now. Working the brain and the body, like the central nervous system, craniosacral channel. And so wanting your energy and your awareness. Last few cycles, giving attention to what you sense, what you feel, and letting that think for you, being in your experience, presence. Inhale to come vertical. Again, now applying Mool Band, holding the breath, squeezing your energy at the pelvic floor and along the spine like a rod of energy. Inhale more. 2, exhale, relax, release. Rest the palms up. And balancing mind and body, your awareness and energy. 2 cycles of breath to integrate. And if you'd be more comfortable then to return to Sukhasana, you can still use the cushion or adjust your seat, however feels most comfortable. And a deep breath. Let it go. Chris, is the cross-legged posture okay?
Is this Sukhasana?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is.
That's
Okay,
good.
yeah.
Cool. So then remaining like that, bringing the hands atop the shoulders with the fingers in the front and the thumbs in the back, elbows parallel with the floor, straight out from the shoulders. We'll move left and right through center, inhaling left, exhaling, twisting right, inhaling Sat to the left, exhaling to the right, Nam. Flexing the spine now on the horizontal plane. Ribs, chest, diaphragm, lungs, heart. Strong and fast movement. Dwelling in the third eye center as you move through left and right. Last 2 cycles. Exhale. Inhale to the center. Exhale, and now we're going to hold the breath out for a diaphragm lock. Breath completely out. Draw in, suck in the ribs, and lift the navel, lift the heart, suck in the throat, squeeze the ribs, squeeze the spine, and inhale to rest. Opening the lock of the heart like that, you can rest the hands and take a couple breaths. And with your next exhale, return the hands atop the shoulders. And here we're going to inhale to connect the wrists behind the neck, raising the elbows like that. Then exhaling back, elbows parallel. Inhaling, crunching up, exhaling down. Sat, no. Just here for 1 uncomfortable minute. Keep moving and breathing through, working to release all the tension, stress, pressure in the shoulders, upper back, and neck area. Last few. Inhale, connect the wrists, suspend the breath, apply a root lock, squeeze the base, squeeze the spine, and exhale, release. Interlace the fingers and cross either thumb over the other. Keep the base of the palms together. Inhale to raise the arms up. Exhale like you're chopping wood down. Inhaling up, straight overhead. Exhaling down. Sat. Nam. Using the power of thought with the mantra to cut through habituated thinking patterns of the subconscious.
What is Satnam?
So Sat is truth, Nam identity, true name. Like your true name is Chris or something, but you're an expression and an instrument of the truth of your soul. as a body and as an ego identity. You're in service, in surrender, and in humility to the light of your being. Halfway. Inhale, switch up. Exhale, relax. And now we're going to begin shoulder shrugs, alternate shoulder shrugs. Palms are down, top the knees. Inhaling to shrug the left shoulder up, exhaling to shrug the right shoulder up, and alternating like that. Inhale left, exhale, switch to the right. Try to keep the head level, just working the shoulders and the side body. And then switch the breath. Inhale the right, exhale the left. And now both shoulders simultaneously. Inhale, shrug them, squeeze them up. Exhale, let them drop with gravity. Inhale up. Inhale, squeeze the shoulders up. Exhale, release, relax. And now begin turning the head to the left as you breathe in and to the right as you breathe out. Having the length of your breath equal with the length of the movement. Breathing as long as you're turning left in, breathing out as long as you're turning right. And now reverse the breath. Inhaling to the right, exhaling to the left. And to the center, inhale, exhale. And we have one more asana before Shavasana, deep relaxation. So for this next pose, we stretch our legs, move out, yeah. And you can shake the legs out, point and flex the toes, rotate the ankles, and shake, massage the backs, the knees, legs. And yeah, we're gonna take care of the Achilles, heels, and ankles here. We'll be working with them in the next pose called frog pose. In this posture, we're going to be balancing on the balls of the feet and the toes, and also the fingertips and thumbs. The knees are wide like a frog, and the heels are connected together, ideally throughout the pose. So this is like a low squat posture. Make any modifications you may need. Here the head is up, facing forward, chest is lifted like this. And then we'll inhale to straighten the legs, keeping the heels off the floor the best you can. And then exhaling to return facing to the earth and facing forward. Inhale, facing back, exhale down. That's 2 cycles. We're going to do 26. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep the momentum. The faster you move, actually, the easier it is. This asana is serving to circulate the energy, all the energy throughout the body system. About halfway. And when you've done your 26, then slowly rise up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then keep standing in mountain pose, light bend in the knees, arms at the sides, palms facing forward, shoulders back, heart lifted, chin in, and just a relaxed standing posture. Breathing and circulating the breath from the soles of the feet, consciously. Breath and blood, circulatory system from the heart out, share your breath and awareness. When you like, you can come to sit in Sukhasana. And then when you're ready, you can come to Shavasana, corpse pose. Resting on the back, arms at the sides, palms up, space for the armpits to breathe. Eyes soft closed. Breath easy, relaxed, natural. You can have the hip, the knees elevated, get off the floor for comfort. You resurrect your breath. Breathing life back to the belly and body. Return movement, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Rotate the wrists and ankles. One circle, wide directions, then the other. Point the toes, stretching the legs. Stretch the arms back behind you. Hug the right knee to the chest. Cross it over the left leg. And turn the head to face the right. When you're ready, switch sides. Back through center, rub the soles of the feet, the palms of the hands. Hug the knees into the chest, rock around. And then forward and back. come up to a comfortable cross-legged seat or any meditative posture that works for you. And this Kriya for awakening the 10 bodies ends with a mantra meditation. The hands are invited to be in Gyan Mudra or in the lap or at the heart. The drishti, the eye gaze, is invited to be at the third eye. And we're in the neck lock, where the chin is drawn in, slightly down, and the back of the neck is lengthened. Head and neck are locked in place. The mantra is Ek Om Kar Sat Nam Siri Wahe Guru. Ek is one, Om is the infinite creativity, Kar is the creation. So Ek Om Kar, all is one, creation, creator is at one, creation. Satnaam, this is the true identity. Siddhi, this is great. Wahe Guru, indescribable wisdom, experience, ecstatic of the light of the soul.
Could you say it once and then I'll repeat it after you?
Yeah, thanks. Ek Omkar Satnam Siddhi Wahe Guru. And actually, we're going to chant it in this form. Listen. Ek Omkara Satnama Siddhi Hey Guru. And that sound is the sound of force of the navel being drawn in, and even the diaphragm being drawn in and up. So we're using our abdominal diaphragmatic walls. Ekonkara Satnama Siriwa Hey Guru. So this mantra works and tones and vibrates along the chakra channel. Ekonkar, root, sacral, navel. Satnam, heart, throat. Siriwa, Hey Guru, third eye, crown, and auric field. And you can even imagine a spiral along the channel of the spine if you are imaginatively inclined. And again, just the third eye focus, and you're chanting with the force, the power of the navel, and the power of the breath, the prana. Listening to the sound of yourself chant, being true to you and your projection, your vibration. Let's take a deep breath. Let it go. And this inhale to begin. Ekonkara Satnama Siriwa Hey Guru. 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 Ek Onkara 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 Satnama Siriwa Hey Guru Ek Onkara Satnama Siriva. 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 Hey Guru, inhale. Exhale. Keep a natural rhythm, seamless. Inhale, exhale. Deep breath. As you let it go, bring the hands together and rub the palms. Just as we opened and tuned in, so too we'll close, holding our hands at our hearts. Remembering any purpose you may have set or anything that may have came to you during your practice. And if you have a mantra sheet, you can return to it. There's a song we sing to close. It's the song of the long-time sun, a song of healing and blessing. You can send this blessing to all parts of yourself, to all your relations, and maybe someone or somewhere specific. Inhale, exhale. And from the heart with love, inhale to join in song. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. May the long time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale for 3 long Satnams. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Sa. Nam. Into the activation of the strength, stamina in the body, into the awakening of the beautiful subtlety of your energy and the balance of your minds. Please bow your head in respect to your efforts, gratitude to your soul and body. Satnam. Satnam. Thank you, Chris. Thank you.